Over here he comes, makes a big move, cuts a couple of them off, going extremely fast.
Crash down the front straightaway, heading for pit road. Around goes the Rick Ware Racing number 15 of rookie Riley Herbst.
There it is.
There was the bump for Martin Truex.
Turned him right into the wall.
Yep.
I'd say be able to get that. Man, that's a shot. That car's, I'd say if they can get it back to this into the stage, they're going to be needing to check the toe on that thing and maybe even a toe link on the rear.
A little bit of gap here. Kevin closes in, contact with the 45. That's what also catches the 12.
And then it's on.
Yeah, it didn't take much. It looked like Tyler was having trouble holding on to it, and as soon as that Ford got back to his bumper in the corner, it just unfortunately turned him right into the 12.
Let's listen to Harvick here.
I just got it in the wrong spot of the corner there. I don't know if I actually even touched him, but it just came out from underneath him.
Man, did you see how close Chastain was to that?
Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez are all collateral damage.
That's a product of catching those cars. Everybody's on a little bit different.
A pileup in turn one with 18 laps to go. Michael McDowell, Ryan Preece, Martin Truex among those involved. Kevin Harvick with damage to the right front. And Preece had such a great Daytona 500 going, and it's gone. This will be the 5th caution flag of the day, 3 for cause plus the 2 stage breaks, and the 2nd multi-car pileup of this Daytona 500. Martin Truex thought that 19 would be his lucky number. It's February 19th. It's his 19th Daytona 500. The crash happens with 19 laps to go.
We'll see what happens here when they get to turn one.
I think them also. You can see the pipes and the 2 car. He was lifting hard, stacks them up behind them. McDowell gets in the back of Preece, turns him around, the rest is history. But I take it back to Gregson. You see that lap car that they were going around. Always movement like that creates them stacking up.
And Ryan Preece has driven to the garage.
White flag, because if that caution comes out, you're done. The race is over.
Oh,
there's a
Suarez around. Off turn 4, caution waves.
Getting stacked up on the inside, not at all. Here comes Stenhouse. Big shove by Larson.
And around goes the 3. Crash in turn 3.
That fast. Unbelievable.
And that will decimate roughly half the remaining field.
We always say it, cautions breed cautions.
7th caution flag.
That is not at all what you wanted to see, RC.
Not sure how that started, except that Austin Dillon got turned.
They all got stacked up. He got into the back of Kyle Busch, had him sideways, jacked up. They had to lift, accordions.
So how did the energy build back there to take the lead away from the Childress cars?
It all starts when you do the crossover. Jimmy Johnson, heavy damage for him, doing everything he needed to do to be a part of this finish. But it all starts on the crossover. We've seen this before. When he makes that move and crosses over, it takes time to build that energy back up when it stacks them up. That all carried back around to the back straightaway to what you see right here.
Christopher Bell drops in, and Dillon may have got a shot from William Byron. Maybe not. Not sure from that angle, but up he went and down he came.
Dillon got in the back of Busch and had to check up. When he did, it stacked William and everybody up behind him. They turned him. The rest is history. That's just a product of it. It's go time. Green, white, checkered. You knew that was about to happen.
Well, good. You got the help.
Larson tried to go to the middle. Oh, he got turned.
Larson Pastrana in the fence. We are
Keselowski's
still
out.
green. No, the caution is out. And we'll wait for official word on whether Ricky Stenhouse or Joey Logano has won the Daytona 500.
Come to the checker first, baby.
Christopher Bell in the mix. Those 3 cars out in front of the crash.
Slow down.
They'll have to cross the line, but one of them
locked in
will win the Daytona 500.
What is Bell doing here? Oh.
on the track. Caution and checker are waiting.
Chevy, Ford, Stenhouse, Logano. Here is how this will be decided. It is not the flag. It is not the caution lights. It is NASCAR's decision as to where those 2 cars were when the button was pushed to activate the caution, and Ricky Stenhouse has won the Daytona 500.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daytona 500 winner. Let me tell you, that's been a long time coming. That boy has been aggressive. He's been close. He's been knocking on the door on a track like this, and it's finally his turn. Daytona 500. That does not surprise me, Tony.
No,
not one bit.
He's fantastic on the super speedways like this, and he, like you mentioned earlier, he's very aggressive, but he's aggressive in a way that gets him to the front. It's not a reckless way. He just is going to do everything he can to get there.
Man. Look above your head. Look on that roll bar. I see it, boys. I see it.
Spotter Tab Boyd, crew chief Mike Kelly, team owners, husband and wife team Jody and Tad Geschecter, along with NBA legend Brad Doherty, own that single car team. Stenhouse's best previous finish in the 500 was 7th. He becomes the 42nd driver to win the Great American Race, and here it is.
I think the win comes from the 5. When the 5 moved up to try to go around him and lost that momentum, that gets the 5 in trouble. Here comes the energy. Bell filled that void, gives him a big shot. 5 gets turned around. Look, right there, he's in front of him and wins this Great American Race. Had the 5 stayed in front of him, the 5's going to be the one when I think back of this race, he's going to be coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh, so close.
Stenhouse won here in July 2017.
The 10 car back in the back of the 67 car. And you got to do it. I mean, you know Travis doesn't have a lot of experience in these cars, but it's the last lap. You have to go for it.
So I ain't going to do it a burnout.